project for capacity development of ECCD teachers in South Asian countries. Module 1, STEAM Education in Early Childhood Education, Lecture 4. Title, Integrating Science in Early Childhood Education. I am MJF Shiroza. It's pleasure to be here today. I will be starting my presentation. I am joining my co-presenter who will be presenting the next part, Mrs. Hirumi Kaundikala Mabasuri and Tarshi Rashmika. Now let's move into the main focus of our session. Introduction of science in early childhood education. Objectives of the lessons. What is science in early years? Where is science in early years? Types of science. Introduction of science. Teaching science to toddlers. Think and reply. Expected learning outcome. Science talk. Activity ideas. For strategies for the science talk. Useful resources. First of all, we see the real example of science in action for the young children. See the picture number 1. A child is checking a friend's heartbeat. In the picture number 2 and the 3, mixing food colors like a real scientist. Picture number 4, dipping a leaf in colors water to see absorption. Picture number 5, talking into the cup telephone to learn the sound. These are the science for young children. They do this one in daily life. Now we see what is science. Actually, what is science? It is not just a body of knowledge. It is a way of thinking, a way of actions, a way of discovering the nature of the things. From the young age, children show science in action through curiosity, exploration, and discovery. Even toddlers do science when their curiosity asks questions and play. As adults, when we support the curiosity, we help grow little scientists. We should answer for those children's curiosity questions. Then they learn the science. So are you already supporting for the children? Are you answering the children? Then you are already building the little scientist. Let's move to our next slides. Types of science. Science is not a subject. In the children's life, daily everything. Children explore science through the different areas. Human body, they learn our body and how to work it. Plants, how they grow, their parts and needs. Animals, types of animals, habitat and animals' behaviors. Environment, carry for nature and our surrounding. Space, sun, moon, stars, planets. Social science, people, places, and how we live. Nutrition and health, healthy food and STEM fitness. They learn those things. Illness and care, germs, doctors, and healing. Nature, they learn the nature, seasons, weather, and natural beauty. Punch materials, air, water, fire, earth, and skies. These are the type of science children learn through different areas in their daily life. Now we go to the next slide. What is science in early years? The previous I said way, for the children, that is not one of the subjects. That is their world, understanding the world. EYFS curriculum, they said science is a part of understanding the world. Children learn science through the fun and play, not by reading the books. Exploring, their problem solving, observing, predicating, talking about the world. These show they are learning, understand the world. So when they are asking the question, their curiosity, and when they are asking the question, we should answer for them. Then they learn in the science. Now we see, where is the science? In early years. Science is everywhere. Science is everywhere. Really, science is everywhere. In the air we breathe, that is a science. In the food we eat, the flowers we grow. So before I say, the science is everywhere. To spark interest, science must be easy to reach, fun and colorful, age appropriation. Now, introduction of science. My next slide is introduction of science. Science builds lifelong skills. Science builds lifelong skills. Science is early childhood encouraging a love of discovery and supporting school readiness. It helps child develop attention, curiosity, discovery, memory, persistence, and problem solving. Let's give our children freedom to explore, play, and wonder. Because through the science, they build not just knowledge, but essential life skill. So we have to give the freedom to children to explore. Then only they can build their essential life skill. Teaching science to toddler. My other slide is teaching science to toddlers. Actually, it's a big task, but keep your mind, science can be the fun. Really, science can be the fun. Some people say, I don't like science. Oh, science is too hard. This often comes from the boring and the complicated experience in school. But the truth is, science is all around us. Young children love to explore and ask the questions. They are asking several questions about their environment, but they see everything. They have explored everything. Give the real answer. Make them fun. That is science. We make science fun, simple, and hands-on. So, can you understand? Science is not a hard. Science can be fun. In this lesson, we will explore what science really is, how to make it fun to your young children, how to link it with early learning standards. So grab your pen and get ready. Let's begin our fun with science journey with Karshi teacher. Teacher?
Okay, teacher. Now I start preschool science teaching. Preschool science teaching, 8 category, 3 to 6. Exploring the world through play and nature. Why start science in preschool? Children are naturally curious about the world. Early science, nature's questioning, observation, and discovery. Encourage children to explore how things work. Preschool science, explore the world through play and nature. Children learn science through natural phenomena. Now, rain, thunder, wind, season, animal, plant, the human body. Play-based learning, building, experimenting, and imagining. According to the birth and grammar science at the preschool stage, help children fall in love with learning, observe and explore actively. It's not just learning. In fact, it's about developing thinking habits. Let's keep science simple, playful, and connected to nature because our little ones are already scientists at heart. My next slide. Tin can reply. Do you know science? How often do you have a planned science activity in your classroom? What do the children like playing with the most in your classroom? How do you teach children to take care of the environment? How do you offer children the opportunity to develop their senses? Let's what in your science lab classroom, if not create one. What can you do to make your science area more interesting? Next slide. Now design a lesson plan. Teachers, you can design a lesson plan. Develop science-based lesson plan based on the format provide in the provide in the text. Next slide, teacher. Now you can tell simple science. Why leaf change color? One fall afternoon, 5 years old, Tara was playing outside. She looked at the trees. And said, when it gets colder, its leaves turn different colors. Her teacher, Miss Dias, picked up some leaves in red, orange, yellow, and brown. She asked, why do you think the leaves change color? Tara said, maybe they don't like cold weather. Tara said, maybe they don't like cold weather. Miss Dias smiled and said, do you remember what plant need to grow? Miss Dias smiled and said, do you remember what plant need to grow? Tara answered, sunlight and water. Tara said, sunlight and water. Then Miss Dias point to the sky and asked, is the sun out as long now? Tara replied, it gets dark when I come home from school. Miss Dias explained, that's right. In fall, they get shorter with less sunlight. The leaves stop making food. The trees save energy for winter, so the leaves change color and fell down. Tara noted that she held a bright yellow and leaf in her hand.
My slide is starting from 4 strategies for the science talk. Teacher, Shirosa teacher, earlier slide I need. Okay, thank you. 4 strategies to boost science talk in early childhood, making everyday science meaningful, playful, and laughing rich. Strategy 1, model descriptive words. Like this rock is sharp, hard, and heavy. Simple words. Use rich language to describe what you see, feel, hear, or smell. Helps children build vocabulary and express observation. Strategy 2, activate prior knowledge. Where have you seen bark or leaves before? Connect new words or idea to children's own experience. Build confidence and depends understands. Strategy 3, ask WH questions and open-ended questions. I wonder how those rocks got to the bottom of the bucket. Asking simple questions from the kids. Follow the child interest and ask why, what, when, how. Encourage thinking, reasoning, and curiosity. Strategy 4, use child-friendly definitions. Normally, we are using what child can understand. Observation mean using your sense to look closely. Explain new science word using simple everyday language. Helps children understand and use scientific vocabulary. When we talk science with children, we grow thinkers, questioners, and lifelong learners. Let's move to the slide. Modeling descriptive words. Exploring seed. We can use a simple story. Exploring seeds. A sensory story. Miss Dias placed pumpkin, pineapple, and apple seed in a small covered box. The children were curious. They touched, smelled, and shook the box, trying to guess what was inside. Miss Dare said, I love pumpkin seeds because they are flat, pointed, and crunchy when baked. The children got excited and started cheering. I like the round seeds, said Robert and George. The flat and shiny ones are cool, said Vicky and Balaji. Isabel added, they look like poppy seed in muffins I baked with my mom. Later, they all sat in a circle. Miss Days wrote their ideas on a chart, helping them learn new words, observe closely, and talk about what they discovered. A simple, fun activity that combines science, language, and joyful learning. Let's move to the next slide. Using the same story, we can activation the pioneer knowledge. After observing the sorting seeds, Miss Diaz gathered the children for circle time. Normally, we are doing circle time in our nursery time. Like that, she did. She asked, we know seeds come in many shapes and sizes. What else do you want to know? Christina said, do seeds grow? Why, my grandpa told me I grew from a tiny seed in my mommy's tummy. Miss Diaz smiled and replied, great question. What do you think, class? Do seeds grow? This sparked a new conversation, leading the children to explore how seeds grow and begin life. Curiosity leads to learn. Now we can move to the next slide using the same story, asking open-end questions during the circle time. Miss Days asked, remember when we talk about living things? Do you think seeds are living? Yes, the children shouted. How do you know? She asked. Seeds grow, said. Seeds don't have babies, said Simon. Miss Days used these response to guide deeper thinking. Asked, if seeds don't have babies, where do new plants come from? This sparked curiosity and new questions. What do seeds need to grow? What happens if they don't get light? How much water is too much? Through these open-ended questions, children use science skills like predicting, testing, and explaining, while also clearing up misconceptions. Good questions lead to great learning. Let's move to the fourth, my next slide. Fourth strategy, using child-friendly definitions. While exploring what seeds need to grow, Miss Jazz introduced a new science word, germination. She said germination means when seeds starts to grow. Tell me what you see. Then she handed Emma magnifying glass. Asked, tell me what you see. Emma looked closely and squealed, I see it. A baby leaf is coming out of the seed. Miss Daisy smiled and replied, you are right, Emma. That baby leaf means the seed is growing. That's called germination. Can you say germinate? Let's move to the next slide. Expect learning outcomes. Through these 4 strategies, we can expect learning outcomes, goals of learning science. Understand how and why things happen in nature. As example, operations and diseases, machines. Ask questions and explore new ideas. Predict what might happen based on what we know. Investigate objects, materials, and events around us. Build curiosity and a positive attitude towards science in everyday life. Thanks for listening to us. I will end my presentation now. Thank you.
hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.